G'day and welcome to another episode of Tomo's Tune-Ups. On this episode, we're going to be installing some gas struts for the bonnet hinges on my Mini. I did get these from a place called Sydney Minis. I'll leave a link in the description below. If you mention Tomo's Tune-Ups, you will receive 15% discount. They sell them for both clubmans and round noses. So this is the kit we're going to be using. There's a set of instructions, which most of us blokes out there don't read them. We are actually going to be using them, so let's get to work. That's for another episode, mister. Let's close the box. Okay, so you're going to need a couple of tools for this. First one is going to be an electric drill, whether it be cordless or with a cord. You're also going to need an 8mm drill bit and a permanent marker to mark out the holes where we're going to be drilling the holes. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to look at the instructions first, have a quick read. They're now read. So what we're going to be doing is getting the template, which comes in the kit, which is this one here. This is going to be facing upwards, and we're going to be applying that to the inside here, and then we're going to be drilling the hole. So we'll do the left side first, and then we'll move on to the right. Now, after you've read the instructions, we're going to grab the template. The template's going to sit just over here, and with the curved section is going to face the firewall. So remember, this part here is the firewall. That's going to sit just down in here. You're going to get it nice and square against this arm here, as well as along there. You're then going to grab your permanent marker, make a little hole at the front, then we're going to drill it and make it bigger, put the bolt through and attach the arm. Now, next step, grab yourself a vacuum cleaner or an air gun and clean up the mess. So next thing, grab yourself a razor blade. We're going to open up the packaging. We're going to take out both of the struts, along with the bolts and any other tools that we require. Now in the kit, it comes with 4 nuts, 4 bolts with the ball joint on the end, 2 arms and 2 shocks as well. So what we're going to be fitting first is the ball joint along with the nut. So the ball joint is going to fit directly inside here. Then you're going to add the nut on the inside of the guard and then attach your strut, followed by the arm at the top of the hinge just up here, which goes that way, I believe, which we'll just double check in a minute. The next thing we're going to do is assemble the arm for the bonnet hinge. So you're going to grab one of your bolts, you're going to slide it straight through, you're going to grab your nut, put it on the other side, tighten it up. Once it's tight, you're then going to grab a 12mm spanner, either end, or you can just hold it with one hand and use a socket, and then once that's tightened up, we're then going to fit it to the bonnet hinge. Alright, so once you've got it fitted, we're then going to grab a 7/16 spanner and we're going to loosen off these 2 nuts on here. Once they are loose, the bonnet hinge is going, or the bonnet is going to fall. So you want to either draw a line around the outside to show where it was, or just readjust it when you're finished. So now we've removed the nuts, we grab our bracket, we slide it straight on there, make sure you reuse your washer, and then we're going to grab the nut, tighten it on, and then readjust the bonnet hinge. Now, once you're satisfied you've got the bonnet hinge in the right position, tighten up the nuts using a spanner or a socket. So the last thing we're going to fit is the strut. So you want to make sure the thicker end is towards the top and the smaller end is towards the bottom. So that'll clip straight on there. All you need to do is apply a little bit of force. It'll clip straight in. Compress the shock just a little bit to be able to get it onto the top. And then it's fitted. Now we're going to go and do the other side. So there we have it. That's how we install both front bonnet struts on your classic Mini. Don't forget to go over and double check all of your nuts and bolts on the top and the bottom of the strut, along with at the top of the hinge as well. So that's it, guys. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your comments in the section below for things that you want to see me do. Stay COVID safe, and we'll see you next time on an episode of Tomo's Tune-Ups, all things DIY and mechanical.